Good morning, guys. Today it's pretty early right now. I got up early because I wasn't quite sure if I had enough time to get a vlog done, because normally I vlog on Mondays, but it's already Wednesday and that's usually the day that I schedule my videos. And the reason for this is I've just kept having interruptions, and yeah, I just want to make sure that I can actually get a vlog done today. Honestly, if I had a tutorial ready for Thursday, I would just pass on making a vlog this week because I'm so far behind on editing everything for the following week. But I don't, so I just need to get a vlog out. Plus, I've been stressed and I really enjoy doing these vlogs. They're a good way to kind of relax. So, but anyways, a fun little update. I recently purchased a tablet and I've been practicing some digital art. That way I could try and put some t-shirt designs and stuff out there for you guys. Just something fun that doesn't have to be the cost of an art doll if you guys want to support me. So I want to draw a few of my little creatures and just different kind of fun designs you put on t-shirts. I could even do art prints and stuff like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm looking into Redbubble and it looks like a really good option. But also there is Teespring through YouTube, so I might do that as well just because it might be easier to spot that. And then if people want other things, they can go to Redbubble. But anyways, I figured I'd show off what I've been doing on here and then we can find something else to do real quick for the day. So I just got a basic Samsung tablet, nothing fancy. Let's see what I have. Hold on. One thing I've also been doing, I've been editing some of my photos for my paintings so that I could do artist prints of these as well. So just cleaning up the edges and kind of cropping them. And this one is not the edited one. Where is it? There. I kind of expanded this one so that there'd be more room and more options for it because I didn't want it to be so like boxed in for the size of the canvas. And then where is... This was my first attempt at using the tablet, just kind of messing around with the idea for the creature, the listener, the little fox kind of cat thing with all the ears. So I did this and it was a fun idea, but I did change the idea of what I wanted to do with it. I'm really not sure how to go about doing the fur texture. I think I did okay, but also for the lines I decided to use a pen tool for it and it just looks a little bit too clean, and I ended up deciding to switch over to a pencil tool to give it more of a sketchier look. So I kind of redid it and made it look a little bit more like a red fox, and I'm still kind of figuring out the design, but we are going to start working on this as an art doll pretty soon because I figured it might be easier to figure out the design while making the art doll. So for this I kind of like tightened up the lines, made them look a little bit more sketchy because I used the pencil tool instead. Messed around with a different way to do the fur. It looks a little bit cleaner, but I'm not sure if it looks too much like fur. It looks just a little bit flat, so I'm still trying to figure out the different like brush tools to make it look a little bit more dimensional, but I think the basic drawing of it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm trying to expand it, not like put it away. But this is my moon dragon, and I did a basic little sketch with some fireflies in the background and stuff, and I'm really happy with this, but I spent way too much time on this. I probably could have done it so much faster and so much simpler, but this was the one where I kind of learned how to do all the different layers and when I needed to do them and stuff like that. And I kept doing the like wrong thing, so I made so many layers to do this and it just took literally forever. I think I worked on this off and on at night for like 2 weeks straight. Oh, why is it like that? That's not the finished one. Also, I'm not sure why some of these are saving differently than others. There it is. They keep going in different files. I'm not sure why. Like they'll be in export, downloads, and then the app has its own album. But I've got a little dragon painting. I might change the color of the paint because it looks like water, but I wanted to do just a little fun character playing with art supplies. I think I'm going to do a few fantasy creatures playing with art supplies because I figured it'd be kind of fun. And if I made them really simple, I was thinking, I know Teespring, or not Teespring, Redbubble has like stickers, I think, and I figured I could make a sheet of stickers with just fantasy creatures like dragons, griffins, and stuff like that playing with art supplies. So I'm just trying to have fun with these. These are a little bit more simplified because they're going to be small things. So this is what I'm currently working on, is a little griffin using glue and its own feathers to make a little sunflower. Just something kind of fun. I accidentally drew a line on it. And it's nowhere near done. I just finally blocked in the colors, and I may not be drawing this correctly. There might be an easier way to do it, but I'm just like doing it how I think I can do it the easiest way, and then just learning and changing things. So I'll probably watch some tutorials later on to figure out a different way to do it so it looks a little bit more neat. Also a little bit more detailed. I want them to look actually really nice. So anyways, that's what I've been working on digitally. I've had a lot of fun with it, but I'm just like still learning it, so it's really foreign to me, and the like trying to draw digitally with a pen on a touch screen is extremely weird. Anyways, let's get started on something. I think I want to work on the pattern and probably starting all the ears for the listener. And since I've gone for more of a red fox feel, I do actually have fabric that I can use. Originally I wanted to use a dark kind of crimson red color, but I don't have that fabric, and it kind of encouraged me to change the design of the creature just a little bit along with the other ones that I want to go with it. And so we're going to draw the pattern first, and I actually need to open one of these. I got these well over a year ago. My dad ordered the wrong size paper for the photocopier or whatever at his work, so he just gave them to me. And they're a very odd size. They're like 8.5 by 14. Obviously most printers and stuff go by 8 by 10, so yeah. So that's why my paper always looks like really long, is because they're like a very odd size. But I had 3 of these. I finally burned through one, and this is the second one. Kind of open it where it's easy to access. Then I can just pull it out. So as I was saying, we're going to go for more of a foxy type body style and design. Obviously we're going to change things up to add the listener features to it, so I need to basically just do a simple fox shape and then adjust it based off of what I want to add to it. So nothing too complicated. Also, I don't think I'm going to make the doll too large. I want to see if I can keep it kind of tiny. That way I can make all the ears really small, because otherwise that's a lot of work to make a bunch of very large ears. Thinking if I keep the body roughly about 8 inches, I could make the tail 8 inches, and then the neck could be extra. So I think that would be a good size for more of a smaller piece. But yeah, we're just going to do a basic shape first, and before I cut it out, we'll make changes to it to see what we want to do. Should I give it really long legs? That could be an interesting feature. I don't want to pull too much away from the, like, ears, but more longer legs could be interesting. And then I could add scaling maybe on the fronts of them, like little leg armor. I don't know. I'm going to mess around with this, and then once I get the basic fox shape, we'll figure out what we want to add to it. Okay, so I think these look pretty good. I'm going to cut them out and see how they look. I decided one thing that I wanted to change is the tail is going to be extremely long. I'm going to cut it out and see if I want to make it any longer, though, because I like the idea of it being like extremely long for a foxtail. So cut everything out, see how it looks together. I think I want to make the body a little bit thinner, but also I need to remember that once I sew it, since it's not going to have a top and a bottom, I mean, it may have a bottom if I want to add a little bit more to the chest, but it's going to be a lot thinner looking than what it looks like now, because it's like not stuffed. Oh, before I forget, guys, next tutorial video is going to be a review video. I finally finished a painting where I was testing out some paints, and I'm really happy with it. It's definitely a big project. I don't know if I can't remember if I told you guys, but it's basically a 36 by 48 canvas, and it's huge, obviously. But I finally finished it, and I've been editing that video. I'm trying to get that edited for next week's tutorial. And I've been having a lot of fun doing the edit because I want to just kind of change things up and make the videos a little bit more interesting. So I've been doing little cutaways and just like simple little things that just take some extra time, but it's definitely worth making the video look a little bit more interesting. Because normally with my painting videos, I tend to do just a time lapse of the entire thing, and I think for some people, like even me, I just get bored of watching the same thing on the screen, so I want to change it up and just hop to different things or hop to a different angle every now and again. Instead of just staying in one spot recording the entire content of the painting, I figured I could hop around and just change things up a bit. Okay, it's a good thing that I cut this out because the back leg is so much smaller than the front. I need to make a new back leg. Yeah, this don't work. It is so tiny. Oh my god, that looks weird. Okay, so I redrew the back leg and it looks so much better. I can't believe I made it that small to begin with. It looks so weird. Okay, but that is the basic body. Like I said, I'm gonna probably make the legs a little long and lengthy to kind of add a creepiness to it. And then I want the tail to be really long too. Move that. But I'm not sure if I should make it longer or if that looks good. Maybe, I think if I make it longer, I'm going to also have to make it wider. I don't know, I'll think on that. And then the next thing is the patterns for the ears. I'm thinking for this size, this will be the largest ear. And we might do a couple different sizes of ears because I'm going to start with having a few main pairs, and then as you go down the face and stuff, we're going to kind of make them look a little smaller and a little less ear-like, so they kind of blend into the face. So I'm going to decide on the tail and the ears real quick, and then we're going to get all our fabric cut out. Okay, let's see. I know we'll for sure use this color. I have a lighter version we might use to try and like blend it into the white, so I'll probably grab that too. Yeah, I got this khaki color right here, and then we need our white and our black. I'm actually kind of low on both of these. Okay, so I cut a bunch of little felt pieces, and these are going to be basically the inside portions of the ears. So I've got 3 different sizes, and I don't know if I'll use all of these, but I wanted to make sure that I made as many as possible. In worst case, I've got extra ears for another project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these to the backing of the fabric for the ears. We're going to shave down the fur, and then cut out the ears and see what else. So let me move our pattern so I don't lose it, because I always tend to lose pieces of patterns everywhere. And then we want this color right here. Now if I was just making like one pair of ears, I'd add like a little bit of wiring in between the 2 layers, but since we have so many, I think I'm just going to sew them in a way they'll stay kind of bent and put together. I don't think I'll add wireframes to all of them, plus I don't have enough wire for that much. So I'm going to start gluing these down. And by the way, the painters are still here, and yeah. You can hear beeping and other things because they're using that weird cherry picker thing to paint the higher part of the buildings. Okay, so I finally glued all of the ear backings in place. I think I'm going to let them dry for a little bit, and then I think we're going to shave the backing, the little fur part, before we cut them out. I figured it'd be easier to shave all of them at once than to cut them out and then shave them individually. Okay, so I currently don't have air conditioning right now because maintenance was supposed to stop by and replace the little catch tray that's been leaking. It stopped leaking for a week and a half because they fixed it, and then it started leaking, so they're going to replace it. Well, now my air conditioner is in a bunch of pieces all over the floor, and it's off right now, of course. So it's getting hot in here, and he's been gone for a while, so I think there's an underlying issue that he discovered, and might be here for a while whenever he does get back.
So I'm gonna work on some extra things trying to get this vlog ready. I need to make the thumbnail for it, and then I guess whenever my air is back on, I will give you guys an update on what happened and what I get done in the middle of that going on, because I don't really feel like being on camera and sweating. So yeah, I really hope it doesn't take all day to get fixed. Again, I'll let you guys know. Okay guys, he is finally gone. The air is finally back on, and it just now started to get under 80 degrees. It's been like in the 90s, so it's been really hot in here. He got here at 10:30, and it is 1:30 now, so it's been a while without air conditioning. But I did make sure to ask if it acts up again or does anything else, if we could just replace the whole inside unit, and he agreed that's the next thing that he'll end up doing if it has any more issues. He's been here enough. So that is good to know. Other than that, will probably be another like 6 to 8 hours without air conditioning on one random day. But in the meantime, I did get all of the ears like put together, shaved and stuff like that. Here's the large ones, medium size, and then itty bitty ones, and I've got quite a bit of them. I think I'm going to call it good though today, because I'm not feeling too great after being in the heat for so long, so I'm just going to call it good and relax, finish whatever editing I have done, and then the rest of the week is going to be editing as well. So I'm sorry that there wasn't a whole lot of interesting stuff to go on in today's vlog. At least I got to do some updates and stuff, and we did start the listener, so you do know that it's going to come soon. I'm not sure how soon, because I do know I at least have 2 videos that are ready and just need editing, and then I am working on the Allosaur, and I can't remember what else right now. I do have a bunch of other projects that I want to start though. So I am going to work on this, but also I kind of want to put it off and wait until I have the other pieces ready. That way I can go back to back to back with the other 2 pieces that are going to go with this, because it is going to be like a set of 3. They're not going to be sold together, but like they're kind of characters that go together, so I wanted to upload them in that order. That or I'll get impatient and just do it and then start the other one after that. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!